Hello, welcome to this market snapshot by LCG. Today we're going to look at a chart for dollar yen. So I'm going to pull up the chart in just a minute. But why we're looking at it? Well, there have been some more notable moves in the stock market, notably the Dow Jones and the S&P 500 both dropped more than 1% in the last couple of days for the first time in more than 100 trading sessions. So a bit of a pickup in volatility, a bit more caution being shown in markets. And it's worth noting that often dollar yen is quite closely correlated to the stock indices. So there's multiple reasons for that in terms of treasury yields, the relationship between treasuries and Japanese government bonds. But more simplistically, the Japanese yen typically deemed to be a haven in times of caution. And obviously when there's caution in the wind, stock markets tend to head lower. So the dollar seems as the riskier of the two currencies, and obviously taking risk in the stock market. So those two things tend to move together. And we've seen an important potential level drop here in dollar yen. So why don't I have a look at that now? And that level that I was talking about really is it's 111 on the dollar yen chart, which you can see. I'm using my pinpointer here. But the more precise level is about 111.60-65. As you can see, that was a support for the first time in November 2016, has held as support a couple of times since this year, and has just given way as of yesterday. So what we're looking at here is quite a key level of support breaking. Now you can see that this level matches up with this peak back here in May of 2016. If this decline is going to extend, you can see that actually a couple of areas of significant resistance in the past line up quite well with the next Fibonacci areas. So this happens to be the 38% retracement of this big run higher in the dollar yen. We've got a 50% in the middle here, and then the next one down we've got 61.8, and then indeed down here, close to where the market broke out to this big run higher, is the 76.4. So all these fib levels could be targets on the downside. Now, if we just have a look at the wider context of what we're looking at here, let me just remove this this fib for clarity. Hold on. Now, obviously, I had a big top in the market here. We've run down. We took out some significant supports over here. We had what now could potentially have turned out to have been a big bear market rally. So, i.e., some of the strongest rallies, trends higher, tend to happen in a bear market as people short the market, get flushed out. So short covering rallies tend to be the biggest. So what we could be looking at is this move down, sharp correction, and now to be extended. We don't know if that's the case. This was a strong move higher, so I'm sure at some point, either now or if price is further down, people are going to be trying to buy the dip, hoping for this rally to continue. So this is far from a straightforward situation, but this is a potential longer-term situation that actually this down leg is going to continue, and we could even be seeing much lower prices, potentially below 90 in dollar yen. So a longer-term situation to keep in mind. Before we get there, it's a little bit tricky on the short term. If I zoom in here, where are we looking for the price to roll over? Obviously, we've had a big run down already, so the chance of a larger correction knocking us out of a momentum trade to the downside is increased. But still, I'd say the fact that we've seen a lower close here on the 4-hour chart there, and then obviously just taking out these lows, both potential opportunities just in the direction of the trend, but obviously with the knowledge that the longer the trend goes on, the bigger the chance of a wider correction, which could knock us out. So that's it for our market snapshot today. We're looking at dollar yen, potentially taking out a big 11 and 111 as stock markets start to roll over. So looking a little bit oversold in the short term, but potentially this could be the beginning of a larger correction in that currency pair. If you like these videos, please subscribe to LCG on YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. Thanks.